Let me give you this final burst of motivation that you need before your exam. Someone might be revising 8 hours a day, but someone who's revising 4 hours a day might be revising more effectively and get better grades. Don't compare your hours, don't compare how much past papers they did. And this is in fact the reason why you feel like you can't revise. With exams coming up, you have piles and piles of work. You have 2 exams tomorrow and 5 the next week. You feel like giving up, you feel like it's all too much, you don't understand anything, you feel like you can't do it. Guys, stop. I'm here to save you guys, I'm here to help you, I'm here to dry your tears. I'm gonna be telling you why you should keep going, why you shouldn't give up, and also giving you that extra boost of motivation that you need to pass the exams. Be sure to watch the whole video through, and also like, comment and subscribe, and share this with anyone that you think will need it. So now let me tell you all about who I am. I'm Shola, and I got all grade 9s and A stars in my GCSEs and A levels, and this was not easy, don't get me wrong. In year 9s I was getting 4s and 5s in my assessment, I was just getting standard grades, but in year 11 I knew that I wanted more for myself. I knew that I wanted to get certain grades so I can do my dream course in university, and this was not going to come easy. There were times where I would cry, where I was tired, where I felt like giving up. I just didn't want to do anything for days on end. Now think about what would have happened if I gave up there and then. Would I have got the grades that I needed? No. Would I be studying my dream degree in one of the only 2 universities in London which offer it? Would I even be here talking to you guys about how to ace your exams? No. So guys, this is the importance of not giving up. It's hard, it's tough work, but at the end of it, there's so much reward. I know it's painful, it's stressful, you're tired, you want to sleep, you don't want to do anything anymore, but please guys, listen to your heart and try your best. Never give up. Do your best, and that's the absolute most you can do. So now let's talk about some practical steps you can take to boost your productivity and your motivation. So the number one thing is target the problem. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Why do I feel like quitting? Am I happy with the consequences of quitting? And am I studying for myself or for someone else? Now answer these questions truthfully and thoroughly, and really analyze your answers to them. See whether this is a decision that you like to take, whether you'll be happy to give up now, to stop revising, to stop putting in the work, to stop putting the effort, and you'll be happy with the outcome that happens. Are you happy with this person? Are you happy with the outcome? Now if you're happy with all of this, then by all means do it. It's honestly your decision, and I can't force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you don't want to give up. I'm sure that you want to get good grades, you want to make your family proud, and that is good. I'm really happy that you're here to watch this video. The fact that you're watching this video alone is a sign that you are not someone who wants to give up. You're someone who wants to do the best that they can do in the exams, and that is amazing. You need to think about why you feel like quitting. Are you tired? Are you sick? Are you just tired of not understanding things? And this is really important because it's the way that you can address the problem and the way you can get your motivation back up. If you're too tired, then you need to look after yourself. You need to sleep well, you need to have a good routine, and you need to stop forcing yourself to do too much. You're not a machine, you're not a robot. You can only do so much. If you're sick, then look after yourself. Take some Lemsip, take some paracetamol. If you can't do work in the time that you're sick, that's fine. Focus on recovery, and then you can do work when you're ready. And if you're tired of not understanding, it's really time to go and ask your teacher. You can't keep doing all of this by yourself. You need to understand that you need to be humble. You need to go to your teacher. You need to bring the questions that you don't understand and go through them. Don't be scared, because it's better to have this embarrassment now than after your exams, knowing that you could have done something earlier. Look after your mental health and you will see the results. And make sure you take regular breaks. Now take this with a pinch of salt. Don't be taking 4-hour breaks after you did 10 minutes of work. Be realistic and hold yourself accountable. You're so lucky that we live in a generation where we have the internet. We basically have the whole world at our fingers. Everything that you need to get grade 9 is online, and that is amazing to think about. So don't think that because I don't understand a textbook, I won't understand this topic. There's so many things online that you can use to understand topics, and just look out for them. Now, comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure you've heard of that quote, and it's very, very true, especially in exams. You can't be comparing yourself to the next person because you are not that person. Someone might be revising 8 hours a day, but someone who's revising 4 hours a day might be revising more effectively and get better grades. Don't compare your hours. Don't compare how much past papers they did. Don't compare how many questions they've done to how many questions you've done, and just focus on yourself. Everyone has their own journey. At the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be opening your own envelope on results day, not anyone else. So you need to focus on your own journey and your own path. So comparing yourself can make you competitive initially. It can make you feel motivated to do work so that you can do better than other people. But honestly, this is not the right mindset to have, and it can honestly lead to burnout. On the other hand, if you see someone doing so much better than you, they're doing so many past papers, you always see them revising, they're always at the library, and you're not doing all those things, you can feel sad, you can feel depressed, and this is in fact the reason why you feel like you can't revise. Focus on yourself despite what other people around you are doing. One thing that I hate is when people say, I'm not revising, I didn't revise that much for the exam, and then they walk out with a grade 9. Don't believe anyone. Honestly, don't believe anyone, because these people are enemy of progress. I don't know why they lie about it, but you need to focus on yourself and you need to make sure that you revise. I don't care if your friend's not revising. Open your book, open your flashcards and do that work. Your friend is not going to open your paper for you, and your friend is not going to help you in the exam. So make sure you focus on yourself, because that's all that matters. Now the next step is to re-evaluate. If you are revising in the most depressing, the most boring, the most mundane way, obviously you're not going to want to revise. Like, that's literally common sense. You're making revision the most unpleasant experience ever, you're not going to want to revise. That's the truth. In fact, you'll do anything but revising. You have an exam the next day. Why are you rearranging your room? Why are you doing these chores that you've had months to do now when you're in exam season? Come on now, you need to be for real with yourself. You made revision the most unpleasant thing in your life, and now you don't want to do it. So you need to change that. You need to reevaluate the way that you study. Make studying enjoyable and make it pleasant. The content may be hard, but the revision doesn't have to be. Make your favorite tea or coffee, get your favorite snack, get your little fairy lights on, get your diffuser on. Make studying comfy. Otherwise, you're never going to want to do it and you're not going to feel motivated. Make sure you come to your revision session with everything that you need, with your pen, your paper, your eraser, anything that you need. This is just so you don't come up with excuses like, I need to go do this, I need to go do that. You should have everything at your desk ready. Reevaluate the way you're revising and you should see a change in your productivity. As well as this, if you know that you're revising for hours on end and you get tired at the end of it, you get burnt out and you don't want to revise the next day, you need to cut down your hours, even if that means not doing as much. If you are able to maintain your productivity and maintain your motivation throughout the study period, then you'll do a lot better than whether you can do a whole 12-hour study with me on one day and then not revise for the rest of the week. Make sure you reevaluate what you're doing. And next thing is re-energize. Don't underestimate the power of breaks, especially before the exams. I know you're thinking, because the exams are coming up, you don't have time for anything, you don't even have time to breathe, you don't have time to eat. You need to look after yourself. You need to take regular breaks. If you're revising every day, day in, day out, no breaks, this is the recipe for burnout. And come the middle of exams, you're not going to feel like doing anything and you might do worse on your exams. I know you hear this everywhere and it's hard to do, but you need to have 8 hours of sleep. If not 7, 6, try to sleep as much as you can and look after yourself. Take your sleep seriously, because this honestly really affects your brain. It affects the way that you think, and it also affects your memory retention. So if you neglect sleep, you will see the outcome of this in your exam and it won't be pleasant. Leave TikTok alone, leave Snapchat alone. You are going to sleep. Stop looking at your phone. It will wait until tomorrow. You're acting like the same TikToks won't be on your For You page the next day that you can watch on your way to school or in your break. Start taking your sleep seriously and then you will see results in your day. When you're replenishing your energy and you're doing things such as looking at your phone, looking at blue light, you're really affecting the way your sleep hormones work. You're not going to have a restful sleep. It's so annoying when you wake up after sleeping 8 to 10 hours and you're still tired. It's because you're doing stuff like this and you need to stop. This is something I even need to hear myself, so this is really ironic that I'm saying this, but I'm going to start listening to my own advice. And you need to take regular fixed breaks when you're revising. So if you want a 30-minute break, by all means take it. After that 30 minutes is over, go back to your work. Start to set the standard for yourself. You will see yourself procrastinating a lot less. Whether you did everything on your to-do list or you only got to do half, if you're tired, that's it. Just take your break. If you need to take the day off, take the day off and just listen to your body. Now let me give you this final burst of motivation that you need before your exams. You will not feel this way forever. I know this exam season is beating you up. You feel tired, you feel stressed, you feel annoyed, you feel all kinds of emotions at once. But just know that this is not going to be forever. Your exams are only a small season of your life and you will get through this. Imagine yourself on the other side. Imagine yourself happy that you passed your exams, happy that you did well, happy that you gave it your all, you're sleeping, you're enjoying yourself. Imagine that person, because that's going to be you soon if you put in the work now and if you maintain your motivation. This is not going to be forever. You've got this. Just think of it. A few months of suffering, a few months of hard work for a future of success. It's really not that hard to think about whether you should do this or not. You should do it and I believe in you. Don't chase short-term happiness and look at your long-term future. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you found it useful. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and be sure to check out my playlist on how to ace your GCSEs, because I have a lot of subject specific advice in this playlist. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.